wanna try Korean food? Well, you should. It's delicious. If you have a chance to eat with Koreans, you might notice some unusual habits. Of course, not everyone has these, but here are some interesting habits that some people have. In restaurants, rice usually comes in metal balls. Sometimes the rice will stick to the lid. So some people shake it to make everything together. The next two habits involve wooden chopsticks. When people break it apart, they usually rub it together. That's because they're trying to get rid of splinters.
Ooh, I'm hungry. Mommy!
Not everyone does this, but the people that do are making sure there's no pieces of wood. And also people use this to make a chopstick holder. See? It's holding the chopsticks. Our last one involves soju. Some people like to shake it so there's a tornado.
Songa, I got you, girl. But Songa, why do people do this?
I don't really know. But a lot of Korean people do it. And it's fun.
Okay.
Which one looks like the most fun? You want to try any of these? Write a comment and let us know. And stop by solistic.com. Bye bye. 안녕.
Okay, so this is in the middle of our meal. But here's a couple of Korean table manners that we could teach you. Even though we're already started, it's in the middle of our meal. Before you start eating, what are we supposed to say?
잘 먹겠습니다.
Alright, so basically that just means I'm gonna have a nice meal. Thank you for the meal. So you say that to whoever you want or whoever's paying for the meal. Usually the oldest person is paying for the meal.
Yes.
Right? So what do you say again?
잘 먹겠습니다.
Okay, so that's rule one, first thing. All right. Second thing that we have for our Korean table manners is, you know when you like eating with your chopsticks and then you want to switch to your spoon, right? You're eating here and then, oh, I want something else, so you switch, right? Sometimes I get really, really tempted to just stick it in the rice.
Oh, you shouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, it's totally bad. In Korea, this is totally wrong. Why?
Because this is for like
제사.
dead people, 제사.
Yeah. Actually, even looking at it, I feel bad. I don't feel
Yeah.
good about it. So in Korea, it's like a really, really bad thing. So never stick your chopsticks in your rice or any other food sticking up, because that's for a ceremony for your ancestors. You
Yeah.
honor your ancestors, your dead ancestors that way, and you can't do that at a table in Korea. Okay.
And you shouldn't eat first. The oldest person should eat first, so you have to wait.
Right, that's our next thing. If you're at a table with a bunch of Koreans, wait for the oldest person to eat. We already started eating. Did we wait for the oldest person?
We didn't.
We just ate.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to wait for the oldest person.
And if you're like normally like same age, or if there's a business partner, you should say 먼저 드세요.
You eat first,
Yeah, you should
and
ask
then
them
you're like,
to
no,
stop.
먼저 드세요. And then
It's just being polite. 먼저 드세요.
no, 먼저 드세요.
먼저 드세요.
And then it goes back. No, seriously, this is for real. This is what really happened. You keep going back and forth. And they're just like, oh, let's just eat.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. What else is there? Oh, you shouldn't hold your bowl up. You shouldn't hold your
Yeah,
bowl.
you shouldn't eat like this.
Yeah. In some cultures in Asia, there's people hold the bowls up and it's okay. But in Korea, that's not the case. You should not hold your bowl up. You should leave it on the table always.
And you shouldn't do this. You should put your chopstick up or your spoon up.
Only one at a time. That's true. That's true. So don't double fist the utensils. Single fist it.
Yeah.
And actually, some Korean food can be pretty spicy, right? And then if you're not used to spicy food, you might have like a runny nose, like, all right. But the really, really important thing in Korean culture, in Korean table manners, is to never, never, never blow your nose at the table.
You should blow your nose in the washroom,
Oh yeah, in the bathroom, right?
not
It's
on the
a-
table.
Yeah, at the table, it's totally a bad thing to do. You don't blow your nose at a table in Korea, okay? It's just gross. People consider it very, very disgusting.
It's like burping.
I guess, well, yeah, in Korea, it's not so nice to burp either. Both burping and blowing your nose just really bad to do in Korea.
But burping is better than blowing your nose in Korea.
Both bad.
But a little bit.
Okay. And the last thing that we have to talk about, when you finish your meal, it's very simple. Same thing as when you say in the beginning, thank you for the meal. What do we say in the beginning of a meal?
잘 먹겠습니다.
Yeah. But at the end of a meal, to say thank you for the meal, I enjoyed it, what do we say?
잘 먹었습니다.
It's very similar. One more time.
잘 먹었습니다.
Okay, good. So
But when you're with your friends, if you don't want to pay, you sometimes go like, "Oh, 잘 먹었습니다. 잘 먹었습니다." Just like that.
you trick them. You say, oh, thanks for the meal. Bye. So here you go, Korean table manners.